welcome to our town, Queensland, as we continue our travels throughout this amazing state. Today, we're not far from the Queensland capital, in the heart of one of its favourite regions. So make yourself comfy for the next half hour as we head to the valley. Just 25 minutes from Brisbane and you're in the picturesque Moreton Bay region hinterland and the historic township of Samford Valley. This town is a real gem and one that's been built over many years on community spirit. So close to Brisbane, but it has its own identity. Lots of history and there's no shortage of things to do, whether you're here for a day trip or you're looking to spend a few days in the region. And keep your eyes open, you may just spot the rarely seen powerful owl. Samford's heritage as a village servicing the nearby farming communities is still on show today and continues to play a major role as part of the diverse lifestyles on offer in the valley. Samford Valley is surrounded by beautiful state forests with 42 kilometres of walking, bike and horse trails. There's plenty of amazing countryside to be explored, and the locals have suggested that this is one of the best ways to see the beauty of Samford.
Samford is a great place to come for a day trip or to use it as a base when you're visiting this beautiful region. We have everything from the beaches to the hinterland, and Samford is nestled right in the middle. It has beautiful open spaces and it has some really unique opportunities for people to come and see. It really is a jewel in the Moreton Bay region.
Samford Valley is unique in its own little way. It's not like anywhere else. We're only 8 minutes to the train station, direct line to the city. We've got such a large blend of working couples out here, professional. You've still got the farms, young families raising their kids here. It's a fantastic environment to be in. I love living out here. The greenery around the mountains all year round. It's a good place to call home.
Brett Crompton knows Samford like the back of his hand, and his knowledge of the area puts him in good stead as the man about town when it comes to knowing the lifestyle on offer in the valley. Brett, you've lived in the valley for 28 years. You must have seen plenty of changes in that time.
Definitely. Growing up as a kid here is a fantastic lifestyle. Now working in the area, definitely seen some positive growth. You've still got your rural farms, you've got your residential areas, you've got your town water acreage, your prestigious estates. I believe it's all positive growth from here. Love living here, absolutely beautiful.
Plenty of variety in the valley.
Definitely, for all ages.
Brett, there are so many beautiful spots in Samford.
It is. It's absolutely beautiful here. This is Cedar Creek Falls. I've been coming here for 20 years now. I've even bring my young kids and my wife here as well. We absolutely love it up here.
It's spectacular, and there's nothing like it.
Definitely not. Each pocket, there are, up the top there's some fantastic spots for the young ones. You got here for the guys who want to jump off from the rocks, and then you've got more of a swimming hole down further.
Are you a rock jumper, Brett?
I have been in the past, but not now. For me, it's being so close to the city. You've got a country atmosphere out here. The environment's absolutely fantastic. Great community spirit. I love living here and I definitely wouldn't change it.
As you make your way through Samford, you can't help but notice there's a lot of history behind this place. The village has plenty of stories to tell, and this history has been beautifully restored to fit in with modern day. On Main Street is the old English, Scottish and Australian Bank, which dates back to the 1930s and was the scene of the first armed robbery in the valley after World War II. And the Memorial Park is home to the century-old schoolmaster's house from Samford School. As you make your way down Main Street, cast iron 19th century lampposts light the street when the sun goes down. We have only just started making our way through Samford, and we'll be back soon with more from this historic village in the valley.
It's a beautiful day.
The best way to take a trip back in time to see the Samford of yesteryear is with a visit to the Samford Historical Museum, which is set out like a small village itself. With a fantastic collection of memorabilia from the 19th and 20th centuries, the museum is a real labour of love. This is the original Ferny Grove railway station, which is located on the old railway line that once ran through the district all the way to Dayborough. The signal room has been kitted out with displays and the coverage of the Camp Mountain rail disaster, Queensland's worst, where 16 lives were lost on a picnic outing on Labor Day in 1947. You'll find other little treasures as you make your way through the museum's grounds, including a replica dairy, a Golden Fleece service station, and even an on-site working blacksmith. And it's well worth spending some time with the museum's volunteers, many themselves from a bygone era, who are full of fascinating yarns about the valley's past. Time for a bite to eat. We're at Samford Village's Flying Nun Cafe, which used to be the old Methodist church. I'm told the food here is to die for and the menu changes every season. This place has a really relaxed atmosphere. The church was moved to its current location in 1922 and the original floorboards are still intact today, with some of the windows having original stained glass, salvaged from other churches. The cafe is set in a rainforest garden and the LED lighting gives this place a nice ambience and a great location to catch up with the locals over a coffee and some amazing cakes. The walls are decorated with artwork, which is for sale by the way, and for some retail therapy you can take home such delights as cordials, syrups, teas and coffees. Open for breakfast and lunch 6 days a week and for dinner on Friday and Saturday. You can find the Flying Nun Cafe on Station Street. Samford is fast becoming a popular location for the weekend and corporate getaway. With its close proximity to Brisbane and the valley's countryside set amongst a beautiful village community, why wouldn't you choose Samford to get away from it all? Nestled in the hills of Samford Valley, you'll find one of the most tranquil, relaxing havens you'll set your eyes upon. This is Minnham's Rest. How good does this look? We've been lucky enough to stay at Minnham's Rest during our visit to Samford, and every morning we wake up to a sensational breakfast cooked by our very own chef. We've been well and truly spoiled. I could get very used to this. Minnham's Rest is the ideal location for the corporate get-together or group gathering, and each room has its own individual taste where all furnishings have been created and crafted by local and international craftsmen. Minnham's Rest has been designed with the utmost respect for the magnificent surroundings, and the latest in solar and geothermal technologies are utilised at the retreat. The veranda provides uninterrupted views of the surrounding valley, and if you're feeling like some exercise during your stay, there's walkways and cycle trails right on your doorstep. And to top it all off, you can have a relaxing massage on the deck. This place is a great location if you're looking to host a group, whether it be a corporate getaway, a workshop or a small group celebration. Samford's Minnham's Rest, it's just sensational. There's so much on show in the Samford and Moreton Bay region, and you can see it all by helicopter. This just keeps getting better. Beautifully positioned above Samford Valley, Topiaries is recognised as one of Brisbane's most popular wedding venues, with the beautiful Beaumont House providing a perfect venue. Helena it seems Samford Valley is becoming increasingly popular as a wedding location.
I know, it's fabulous, isn't it? My husband and myself, we got married here 6 years ago and we liked it so much we didn't leave. So that's the story.
You bought the property. Tell me a bit about it.
The property itself was originally built around 1900, so it's got quite a bit of history. Started off as a dairy farm, and then in the 80s it actually became a grass ski. So the locals all remember it as the grass ski, and more famously these days, obviously, as a wedding venue and a restaurant. There's a lot of things that make it the perfect place for a wedding. Our brides can come in at 8 o'clock in the morning and get ready here. So hair and makeup come here. They get everything done, photography, video, ceremony, reception, and then we put them to bed at the end of the night. So it's all in one place. Makes it very, very convenient for everybody.
What a spot for a wedding. Don't go away. We'll be back with more from Samford Valley on Our Town, Queensland.
It's a beautiful day.
8:45.
I've had plenty of time to chat with the locals of Samford during our visit to the valley, and you get the sense of a real community spirit amongst the people here. Samford and its village community work together to bring out the best in the town, setting up numerous local events throughout the year. Every December, Samford celebrates Christmas in the village, where hundreds of locals head down to John Scott Park and join in the Christmas spirit. There's something for young and old at the event. Kids get dressed up for the fancy dress competition, there's plenty of stalls and displays, and of course, there'd be no Christmas without Santa.
How are you, mate? Merry Christmas.
On Anzac Day last year, 8,000 people attended Samford's Anzac Day here at the Anzac Avenue of Honour. It was built in 2015 to recognise the significance of the centenary of Anzac. The avenue also provides an important link between Samford Village, the Samford Parklands recreational facilities and the wider trail network. To honour the sacrifices of 20 local servicemen from both World Wars and the Korean conflict, 20 hoop pines have been planted as a mark of remembrance. With over 260 dedicated local artists on the Creative Samford Arts Register, it's no wonder Samford is recognised as a creative place to visit, do business in and to live. In June, the creatives of Samford get together to host an arts trail to showcase to the general public the work of local visual artists.
In June last year was the first of the Samford and Surrounds Open Studios and Art Trail. It was a huge success. We had visitors from interstate, overseas, as well as locals who took the opportunity to visit the local artists in their studios, enjoy the ambience of the studios, watch the artists at work. The feedback from visitors was fantastic, and we anticipate that this year's trails will be even bigger and better.
Opening art studios to the community and visitors to the region not only promotes the work of regional artists, it also creates a greater engagement with the arts by the general public and sends a clear message that the regional areas have a rich arts culture. The trail also provides opportunities for cultural expression and builds vitality within the local community, profiling the area as a place of cultural significance to residents, regular visitors and tourists to southeast Queensland. In 2008, another group of residents formed Samford Local Growers. The group has a membership of 50 local hobby growers who meet regularly to swap ideas, and this has evolved into a wonderful community connection around a common interest.
We came to Samford about 5 years ago and we only knew one family in the area. So the first thing we did was join Samford Local Growers. And what that did for us was create community instantly around us for people who are also really passionate about growing their own food organically. And what we've seen that do for us is help to create this beautiful garden here, because 75% I'd say of what we have here has been gifts from other people in the local growers group. But it's also helped us feel really welcomed into the community and have all those social connections that make your life so rich.
A product that is normally grown in Asia is the pitaya, commonly known as dragon fruit. Australia is just starting to realise the flavour and benefits of this superfruit, and now a Samford grower is helping supply the local and greater Australian market with fresh dragon fruit.
We started growing because we were looking for a fruit that was drought hardy, easy to grow and cheap to propagate, quick to produce a return. Dragon fruit offered all of that, plus it's high in antioxidants, high in vitamins, minerals, and is great for anyone suffering with diabetes. It actually lowers the sugar level.
The Samford local growers are just one of many groups working together for the betterment of the town. Don't go away, we'll be back after this short break where we'll be looking at a sustainable Samford.
It's a beautiful day.
Samford Valley is recognised by many as one of the few green lungs of southeast Queensland, and the community has well and truly embraced the need to be environmentally friendly. Landowners, residents and visitors value the need to be clean and green. And over recent years, many community-based groups and government agencies have carried out a number of activities aimed at creating a more sustainable Samford Valley. As a result, a dozen community groups formed a sustainability hub. Also, a Progress Association subgroup, the Samford Eco Corridor, has planted over 2,000 Indigenous rainforest trees by the South Pine River in Samford Parklands, with the aim of restoring local waterways, providing an educational resource and enhancing biodiversity. The community's aspiration to keep its green lung status spurred a dozen community groups to set up a sustainability hub with one member, Samford Green Streets, assisting community members and local businesses in becoming more environmentally sustainable.
We set up Green Street as a way for people to find out what others are doing in the community to be more sustainable. And the website that we built provides practical ways for people to find out what they can do at work and at home. And just, to try and generate that community involvement, because there's so many great ideas out in the community that people just don't know about unless they have a platform to share them on. By doing something like this, it was just, a good way to help the community become more sustainable, and then, if it spreads, hopefully, make a more sustainable planet.
Over the past 5 years, positive community consultation has resulted in Samford's local council providing land and buildings for a new community precinct called Samford Commons. The project is a community-owned and created enterprise and will be a world-class, innovative and exciting showcase of sustainable living and working right here in Samford. The people of Samford have worked closely in partnership with the Moreton Bay Regional Council to develop a project that will have a strong virtual presence, engaging local community and businesses on-site and online.
This facility started its life as a research and educational facility for many years, and the Samford Commons project that's evolving here on this site is going to take this whole step forward in terms of innovation, the arts, sustainability, education and urban farming, a great initiative for our community.
The Moreton Bay Regional Council is one of the project's first partners and is a great example of a whole-of-government approach to working with communities. The Samford Commons project will provide Samford locals with a place of contact and a hands-on experience focused around sustainability. It will be a model of how to live, work and play in a sustainable way.
Part of that is having an eco trail, and that eco trail will show us how to live, work and play sustainably. And it's going to be launched actually at our Health, Wellbeing and Sustainability Festival in May this year. And along with that, the school will be opening up the big Commons classroom, which is a 24-hour access for them and their parents and their community to come in and actually make some things out of nothing to contribute to a more sustainable society. And the whole thing, of course, is going to be run on renewable energy.
Regular community awareness exposure is carried out to keep the people of Samford up to date with the project, such as the placement of information booths at the local Drake's supermarket.
Drakes love supporting the local community. We have a lot of charities that actually come in and actually get involved. I'm a big believer in Samford Commons. They also come down and set up the tents, get their message across there. We have the local churches that set up stores that actually get their message across. We have the local footy team that comes in, fantastic with the kids, barbecues, the Lions Club come in. All different charities and organisations who are actually in Samford come down here, use our space anytime they want, and we support that 100%. We have a great community event. It's called Appreciation Day. That's been running for 3 years, and I'm so passionate about that. That involves all the locals. We have a jazz band, we have local organics, we have local suppliers giving free giveaways. The locals love it. We also give free taste testing inside this shopping centre. We also just make sure a special day and give back to the local community.
An integral part of the Samford Commons vision is Millen Farm, a community-owned, sustainable enterprise established in the Samford Valley. The word Millen comes from the language of the local Torval tribe and translates as a place of feasting, which is certainly appropriate given Samford's fertile ground and rich history in agriculture.
Little parsley plant here, and we're going to...
Millen Farm, designed to support the production of locally grown organic fruit and vegetables for the whole family, is unique in that it is creating a sustainable alternative food system for the Samford community to be a part of, where the entire supply chain uses local processes and resources. Millen Farm's mission is to establish a financially and ecologically sustainable urban farming system and to develop opportunities for hands-on, leading-edge formal and informal learning in urban organic farming.
Millen Farm is an incredible opportunity for our community to connect with local food, to connect with local growers, to learn about what's seasonal, how to cook it, how to enjoy it, to inspire farmers to continue sustainable farming. It's a sure sign that, Samford's in a really good place for the future, and I'm excited to be part of it.
That's Samford Valley, a hidden gem in the Moreton Bay region hinterland, a little piece of tranquility with a beautiful community. Thanks for joining us on our visit to the valley. It certainly is a great place to live. If you're interested in a few days' stay in this beautiful part of Queensland, check out the Visit Moreton Bay Region website. It has everything you need to know about this area. We're heading north for our next episode, so make sure you join us, where we'll see you somewhere in Queensland.
It's a beautiful day.